This class is the first part of my pelvic floor series. It's designed to help create stability and strength in the pelvic floor. The things you're gonna need today: a block, a bolster, and then I opted to have 1 pound weights on my wrist, but you certainly don't have to. Let's get into it. We're gonna begin today seated on our bolster. So go ahead and pull your bolster to the center of your yoga mat. Come to a nice, easy seat. Let this be comfortable in your body. Engage through the legs, squeezing the bolster with the inner thighs. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze goes up. Exhale, round through the back. Inhale, open and cactus the arms, gaze goes up. And then as you exhale, find that rounding action in your back. So your seated cat-cows. And take a few more just like this. Continue to engage through the legs. So your legs are actively squeezing the bolster, creating stability. And as you inhale, you're opening, creating a nice back bend. You don't have to take a huge back bend if that's uncomfortable for you. You can take cat neutrals. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, round and dome through the back. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, dome to the back, tuck the chin. Engage through your core. And release. I want you to go ahead and walk your hands behind you. Whatever is comfortable for you. You might be able to get all the way down. And if you can, that's great. If not, you can always use a block underneath your hands or stay up, keep your hands teepeed. Engage the core and squeeze with your legs. So you're actively squeezing the bolster. We're gonna activate our breath. So as you inhale, see the belly expand, and then exhale, tuck and wrap everything in. More just like that. Inhale, expand and lift to the abdomen, and then exhale, squeeze it in. Let's take 3 more back breaths just like that. Inhale, open and expand through the rib cage, and then exhale. Squeeze and wrap everything in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale to release. Really practicing connecting body and breath. With each exhale, you're squeezing the bolster and you're wrapping and lifting the pelvic floor. Very nice. With your next inhale, come up. Let's move the bolster out of the way. And you're gonna take your Pilates ball or your block and place it between your legs and just sit all the way down on your heels. So you have your block or ball between your knees. And I want you to just focus on that breath. You can bring your hands to your abdominals. So as you inhale, I want you to feel your stomach expand and open. And then as you exhale, I want you to imagine knitting the ribs together, drawing the pelvic floor up and in. So all 4 corners of your pelvic floor are drawn in. Imagine a jellyfish with its tentacles going like this. So as you inhale, you're opening. And then exhale, squeeze. Just like that, squeeze the block and squeeze the pelvic floor. We're here for 1 minute. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Stay with that strong breath. This is gonna start to get very difficult. So you're squeezing and you're engaging through the pelvis and through the lower abdominals. Stay with the breath. Inhale to expand. Exhale to engage. Really lengthening through the pelvic floor with each exhale. creating a good mind-body connection. We're almost through here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Squeeze, 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 and hold. So now you're engaging through the core, really lifting up through the pelvic floor, engaging through those, they're P muscles. I hate to say that, but that's what it is. Squeeze your P muscles, squeeze through the lower abdominals, and hold. Bring awareness into your core. Just here for a few more minutes. Stay with that strong breath. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Give me your strongest squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. And let's come to our leaning tower position. So stack your hips over your knees. Take your block and place it in between the knees. You can curl your toes under for support. Once again, you're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. Engage the pelvic floor, squeeze the block. That's your reminder. Place your hands out in front of you. Take a deep inhale. Engage through the core and exhale to lower. Pulling and wrapping everything up. Inhale, come up. Exhale to lower. Slow and controlled. It's mostly your quads doing all the work here. But the block is there to help you to remember to incorporate every other part of your body. So you're squeezing through the quads, you're squeezing through the glutes, you're squeezing through the lower abdominals, to the pelvic floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Very nice. Really looking for that mind-body connection. These are small movements, but when you do them correctly, they become very intense. And this is excellent to help strengthen the pelvic floor. Maybe you've already had a baby and you're postpartum. It's really going to help everything to stabilize and strengthen and come back together. We have 2 more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, come back down. Last one, come up. Let's come to our standing position. Now, I want you to squeeze. So we're going to pulse, and we're going to pulse our hands in together. And pulse. Just like that. Hands and feet. If you have weights, pulse with your weights. Stay with your breath, squeezing and engaging. It's tiny little movements. Stay with me. I'm not here for very long. That's it. I can feel it in my shoulders. I can feel it in my quads. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Pulse it in and out. So you're holding this pose, and then we're just working our arms in and out, just like that. Stay with me. In and out, just like that. Pulse it. Keep the legs engaged. I know it's probably getting sore, but you've got this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and come down. We're going to lay all the way on our back and come to a bridge position. So you're laying down, you have your knees bent, feet are planted on the floor. Make sure that you can reach your heel with your middle finger. And then you guessed it, place the block between your knees. Here we're going to just squeeze. So inhale, allow the rib cage to open, feel your belly lift, and then exhale. Draw everything in and try to press your low back onto the mat. So as your pelvis tilts up, your low back's going to connect to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Just taking tiny pelvic tilts here. It's a little bitty movement, but if you notice and you connect to your body, you're going to be able to feel it. It's going to firm up that pelvis. And strengthen through the core. Inhale to release and expand. Exhale, squeeze and contract. Rolling the pelvis up, just like that. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. As you exhale, it's almost like you're hugging baby in. If you're pregnant like me, you exhale, you roll the pelvis up and you squeeze. Almost like you're giving the baby a little hug. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now squeeze your block and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're slowly going to roll the tailbone up, one vertebrae at a time, and take a bridge. As you exhale, slowly roll it down. Inhale to roll up. Exhale, bring it down. So you're just slightly tapping it up and down, just like that. Up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Still keep engaging, still keep squeezing the block. So what's creating the stability in your pelvis is the act of squeezing this block. As you inhale and you lift, you squeeze through the glutes, pressing the chest up. Exhale to lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Stay with me. I'm going to give you a few more instructions. So as you're doing this, I want you to notice if your shoulders are crunched up into your ears. If you are, go ahead and relax them down. Knit the ribs together. It's sometimes happens that people flare their ribs. It's a natural reaction. You don't have to overarch through the back, and you don't have to flare the ribs. So inhale and exhale. Lift and lower. Very small little movement for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up and squeeze. Let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Hold this pose. Round down through all four corners of your feet. Engage through your glutes. Press the hips up. So you have your booty pushing you up, your thighs pushing you up, your feet pushing you up. Everything's engaged. Your pelvis, your pelvic floor. It's all helping to press you up off the mat. We're here for 10 more seconds. Stay with your breath. Last breath, exhale to release. Oh, all the way down. You can remove your block, gently turn over to your side, and press yourself up. We're going to take a nice, easy position to end our practice today. So you can bring your bolster over close to you. I'm just going to come to a side lying position. Extend your right arm out in front of you, and then you can take your left leg and place it over the top of the bolster. Just relax here. This is an excellent position to help with pelvic girdle pain, to also help with low back pain, as well as round ligament pain. If you lost your breath, now's the time to come back. You can always control your breathing, your heart rate, by slowing it down. You can inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take one more just like that, slowing the breath down. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch it out. Take this position on the other side. Allowing our heart rate to reset. You don't want it to spike too high. Finding gratitude for our practice today, for showing up for ourselves. You can choose to stay in this position as long as you would like. That's our final pose for today. I want to thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.